大家好，
啊，
Hello，小安你
喂，
好，
小安你好，
小安绝
让我们
对是我们的 core group，我们 Lunch and Learn 还有那个 Click Music Meetup 也都会看到
嗯，
的。
嗯，好的，Yeah，嗨，大家好，
你好。
嗯哼，呀，我们稍微等30秒，Let's just take maybe 30 seconds to wait for everybody to join. Welcome. It's good to see some of the old friends and new friends as always. Hello, hi Karen, Angela. I can see a few that has turned on the camera. Wina, Barry, and Geik. 好的，大家好。Some of you may know me. I'm Shen Zhan at China Institute in charge of the School of Chinese Studies and Education. Together with my team, Yongqiang Lin Lao Shi, and Chen Xi Wen, we have been doing the Lunch and Learn for many seasons since 2020. Yeah, today is our last session for the season with Professor Li. I know you have learned a lot. Now you are the expert for how many holidays, how many festivals you have learned? Can anybody share with me? 第一个我们学了什么？You
4个。
can turn 5个. You have learned 5? Professor Li, you have taught them so much. I only counted 3. The mooncake, 中秋节,
我记得清明节。
Yes，
清明节, that's
再看
during which season?
大概是4月。
Yeah, 小安肯定做笔记了。
对，好。
The spring, yes. Yeah, for Qingming. And then what's the season during the summer? The dragon boat.
哎呀，
端午节，
端午节,
端午节，yes，
谢谢. So today, as well, we are concluding the season, looking into the festivals, the important cultural components of Chinese culture. We will look into one of the most important festivals, holidays, that is the Spring Festival, 春节. I also want to take the opportunity to thank Professor Li for this entire season to share with us your expertise, your passion, putting so much interesting and also significant, meaningful cultural elements together for our students, our audience, as well as for me as a Chinese. I'm still learning from you. Thank you very much. And well, we are looking forward to continue Lunch and Learn in our next season. So I will turn it to Yongqiang Lin Lao Shi to share with everybody what's our plan.
OK，谢谢廖老师Hello everyone，大家好，My name is 林永强。So, just like 廖老师 said, some of you may know me. So, could I know? So, could you share with me? So, how many of you is the first time joining our Lunch and Learn? So I can see a lot of old friends. So if your camera is on, so a very familiar face. So how many of you are the new or the first time join our Lunch and Learn? You can raise your hands on the screen or type it in the chat box. So thank you. So yeah, so this session will be our last session for this season. So we will take 1 month break. It means January of 2025. So we will take a break. So we will restart from February 2024. So, and as you all know, so now is the holiday season in the city, and also the January will be the Chinese New Year. festival. So we will give you some time to explore and to experience the holiday and the festival. So, and we also, during that time, the China Institute has a lot of online or on-site activities or events to celebrate, to introduce the Chinese Spring Festival. So if you are in the city, in New York, so welcome to join us. Otherwise, you can get a lot of information from online. So yeah, and you also know we have recording for all the sessions. So, and we put it on the YouTube China Institute YouTube channel. So feel free to review it and share with your friend and during the break time. So for our new session starting from February, so our topic will be the Chinese food culture. So we will have some experts from China, from China to show you the information or the background culture information about Chinese food culture. So you may have the experience to try some Chinese food, but how much do you know the culture information, the culture story behind it? And so that will be a very, very good chance for you to know more, learn more about the Chinese food culture. So yeah. And okay, so I think that's all for the next session. So anything you wanted to add, Liao 老师?
Oh, I think let's jump into the session. I know we have a poem to review.
Yes.
And we have a lot to learn about Chunjie from Professor Li. And I will turn it to our host for the next segment.
Okay, let's move to the next part, the poetry reading aloud the poetry. So, and today we are going to read the Jiangxue, River Snow by Liu Zongyuan. So now I'm turning the screen to Chen Xi.
Okay, I will share my screen first. Could you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. I'm Chen Xi, and at the beginning, I'd like to share a beautiful poem by the renowned poet Liu Zongyuan. The title of the poem is River Snow, and it expresses a beautiful and peaceful mood, capturing the quiet beauty of winter. So I will read the poem 3 times. The first time, I will read the whole poem, so you can hear the flow and the rhythm. And in the second reading, I will go line by line, and I invite you all to read louder with me. Finally, in the third reading, I will read it through again as a whole. If any of you feel inspired to join in during the third reading, please don't hesitate to do so. Okay, now let's begin. 江雪，柳宗元。千山鸟飞绝，万径人踪灭。孤舟蓑笠翁，独钓寒江雪。Okay, now it's the second time to read. Everyone can join me read with me together. 江雪，
江雪，
千山鸟飞绝，
千
千
山
山
鸟
鸟飞绝，
万径人踪灭。
万
万
径
径人踪灭。
孤舟蓑笠翁，
孤舟蓑笠翁，
独钓寒江雪。
独
钓
钓
寒江
江
雪。
雪。
Yes, okay, so in the third time, I will read the whole poem again, and if you want to join me, just don't hesitate to do so. 江雪，柳宗元。千山鸟飞绝，万径人踪灭。孤舟蓑笠翁，独钓寒江雪。Thank you so much. You all did a good job.
Okay, yeah, great. Thank you, Chen Xi, and thank you everyone for joining us to read this. Okay, so with further ado, I would like to turn the screen to Professor Li Mingjie, Li 老师.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi. Hi, everybody. I'm Mingjie Li. Can you see my PowerPoint?
Yes.
Yes.
可以的。
Okay. It's my honor to be invited by China Institute hosting Launch and Learn program for this season, autumn 2024. So now today we are talking about Spring Festival. Now, we need a little bit quick because we have a lot of things to share with you today. So last month, in November 2024, the State Council of People's Republic of China announced that starting from 2025, public holidays will be increased by 2 days, including 1 actual day for the Spring Festival. So among the 7 official public holidays on mainland China, the Spring Festival is the most important and comprehensive traditional festival. So you can see here, nowadays in mainland China, Spring Festivals has 4 days for holiday, another extra days for the Labor Day, the 1st of May. So we have investigated in some details 3 major traditional Chinese folk festivals: the Mid-Autumn Festival, the Qingming Festival, the Dragon Boat Festival, and today we are talking about the Spring Festival. So this is the last session on this topic. So we also take this opportunity to summarize this series. So that's the blank about the 7 official public holidays on mainland China. Maybe some of you are new, just to be the first time here. So the theme of this series is about traditionally Chinese folk festival, which in red. As we already mentioned last 3 sessions, we talk about this. The most celebrated Chinese folk holidays are all based upon the Chinese lunar solar calendar. It is also called agricultural calendar or yin calendar. So we also call them Nongli or Yinli. But we should pay attention that the Chinese lunar solar calendar has gone through continuous revision throughout the history, with the most important revision occurring during the Tang, Yuan, and Ming dynasty, which were influenced by the introduction of Buddhism, Islam, and Catholicism into China, respectively. So that also tells us the Chinese lunar solar calendar is a very open-minded system. It keep changing. So please look at the right part of this point, that is a portrait. So the lunar solar calendar we use now is basically derived from the Chongzhen calendar of Ming dynasty. 明朝的崇祯历 calendar. So several Catholic missionaries played an important role in the formulation of this calendar. So such as this Father Adam Shaw. So his full name is Father Johann Adam Shaw van Belle. He has a Chinese name, Tang Ruowang, in the late Ming and early Qing dynasty. Look at this portrait, please. Have you find there is a crane on the chest of his official robe? You see there is a crane on the robe, which is the symbol of the first rank officer. So, 一品大员. So it is a really high level. So the first rank officer. So he played important role in the Chongzhen calendar. So which is we use today, the lunar solar calendar. So this is a picture I took in 2022 in New York City, the Chinatown. So now you see the Spring Festival is an international festival. So many people celebrate it together with Chinese, which we call Chinese. But here we need also learn the Chinese Spring Festival somehow hasn't had a really long history as today we celebrate it. So let's explain this. So do you ever have the chance to know the 1911 revolution? The 1911 revolution, also known as the Xinhai Revolution, 辛亥革命, which ended the China's last imperial dynasty, the Qing dynasty. It is also has an impact on today's calendar and festival system. So we should know in 104 BC, which means 2000 years ago, in 104 BC, Emperor Wu of Han, Han Wudi, promulgated the Tai Chu calendar, stipulating that the first day of the first lunar solar month is the new year, which called Yuandan, and the beginning of spring, Li Chun, in the 24th solar term is the spring festival, Chunjie. So Li Chun, we have mentioned it before. Here, I use the symbol to figure it out. So Li Chun is the first of the 24th solar term. So which is tells us for the almost 2000 years, the spring festival is Li Chun. It's not the first day of the first lunar solar month. So that's why I want to mention now there was a changing, this holiday system keep changing. So starting in 2012, the Gregorian calendar started to be used along with the lunar solar calendar in China. And only from 1914, the first day of the first lunar solar month enumerated Spring Festival. Previously, the festival was on the day of Li Chun. So this point, many people hasn't mentioned it, but we would like you to know what is happened in the history. So now we just talk about first, like we usually do, some basic information about Spring Festival. Okay, Spring Festival, when is Spring Festival? The first day of the first lunar month to the 15th day of the first lunar solar month. It's last 15 days from 1940. That's the day. So what they do, so it's a combination festival to celebrate the new year and the promise of spring. Now, there is one good news I would like to mention right now. It's just last week, November the 4th, the UNESCO officially approved the holidays including in the representative list of the intouchable of humanity. So until now, Chunjie in this list. And from 2009, the Dragon Boat Festival has already in this list. And 2016, the 24th solar term added in this list. Now, there was 3 items in this, which is related to the holiday system, especially the traditionally folk festivals, including in this representative list of the intouchable of humanity. So that tells us the folk festival system was so important. It's so important, not only for Chinese and for all the people on the earth. So, but why we say here, we say it's a combination festival. So this is also a very important part of today. It's a combination festival. I think the more important the festival, the more likely it is to be a festival combination. Let's compare with, for example, let's compare with Easter Day. Easter Day. So Easter Day is so important in the West culture. So, but Easter Day is not only one day, Easter Day, but it's a holy week. So, for example, you also, besides the Easter Day, you also have the Palm Sunday and the Holy Saturday. Am I right? So it's a festival combination, which means this festival is important. China has a vast territory, and the Spring Festival customer in different places has their own characteristics. But there are many things always called, there were many key time points is the same. Key time points. So let's mention what is the most important specific time points of Spring Festival. So 23rd to 24th, that's the day of the 12th lunar solar month. These 2 days important. In the north and the south is a little bit different, but that's the day, 23rd to 24th day of the last month, lunar solar month. So in these 2 days, every Chinese family has to do 2 things. The first is the spring cleaning. We call 扫尘. 扫 is swept, 尘 is dust. So 扫尘, 扫尘, spring cleaning. And the other thing, I make it bigger, the character, then more important is 祭灶. Now please read after me, 祭灶.
祭灶.
Yeah, 祭灶. 祭 means worship. 灶 means kitchen. So 祭灶 means kitchen god worship. I will explain it later. So this is one specific time point. And another time point is from the 25th to 29th day of the 12th lunar solar month. So during these days, that means before the Spring Festival, that day, every family, especially the moms, the grandmas, they will prepare goods for Spring Festival. So this is 扫尘, here is 扫尘, here is 祭灶, and this is prepare goods. So maybe you will ask me what exactly mean prepare goods for Spring Festival. So, what it is, 祭灶. Now, let me explain this first. So at the left, that is what I get the copyrights from the CV Star East Asia Library, Columbia University, which I do this research project. So here is a kitchen god, paper god. This is a paper god of kitchen god. And so that's a god in the kitchen. So special attention is paid for the kitchen god during the Spring Festival. So whose picture hangs in the kitchen? All year, the kitchen god watches over the household like a hawk, carefully taking notes. Before Spring Festival, families generally later he sleeps with honey so that only sweet words will come out of his mouth. He traveled to the heaven to make his report to the Jade Emperor, the ruler of the world. In Chinese, we say 玉帝 or 玉皇大帝. 玉皇大帝 is in Taoism. So the kitchen god's words decides the fate of every family. So that is very important. So in the North, people usually need do this worship at the 23rd, and in the south in the 24th. That's a little bit different. So I zoomed in on the calendar part at the right side. So look at it. And in ritual China, such a traditional kitchen god is still widely used because it is not only served as a moral warning and protects the family, but it is also very practical. So look at here, which I zoomed in at the calendar part. So it is a symbolized calendar with the 24 solar term written on it. So this is a 24 solar term written on it for this year. And you can also figure out that's a Republic of China. It was written Republic of China, 大中华民国, Republic of China, the year 20th. So that means it is 1931. So this paper god was used in the 1931. So, and you can also see here, look at this kitchen god, there was 2 red couplets. So on these couplets is always the similar words. They all even the same. So which is written 上天言好事, 回宫降吉祥. So 上天, go to the heaven, speak, only speak, report, only report, please only report the good things, 好事, and return to your palace in my home, 回宫, and bring the good luck. So 上天言好事, 回宫降吉祥. So almost every paper gods of the kitchen god has these couplets on the 2 sides. So, and this day is very important for the god kitchen god worship day. We, as Chinese, we also call it a minor spring festival. A minor spring festival, 小年, which symbolized the new year. The spring festival is really begin. That's begin. So that is 23rd. So what is prepared for goods for the spring festival? So the main thing to prepare for the spring festival are decorations and special snacks. So the left photo was taken in a village market which sells these decorations. So the most important of these decorations are couplets, character full, happiness, door gods, lanterns, etc. So the snack parts, usually the family get together and they homemade cookies. They are doing together to make some homemade cookies. So this, you can see this is in the north, in the east, north. Now people, family together, make some cookies. So there was some for decorations. The most important 3 kinds of decorations are 春联, 福字, and 门神. So let's explain it a little bit. So the Spring Festival couplets is typically 7 characters. Here you see on the cartoon, there was 7 characters on 2 sides of the door frame, whose content is related to the Spring Festival. And the lexile and tone rulers are always adhered, though not strictly, as spring couplets is transformed from metrical points. They are transformed from metrical points. So sometimes, concertedly, a horizontal score with 4 or 5 characters is hang on the crosspiece of the door. You can see the cartoon there. So its content express the wishes of the homeowners for the upcoming year. So you can see this family. The father is putting the Spring Festival couplets on the two sides of the door frame. So this is the 春联, 贴春联, hanging Spring Festival, 贴春联, 贴春联. So then the another part is very important is the 贴福字. So let's go to 福字 and mention. So like we have mentioned last 3 sessions, we said that a New Year picture we call 年画 is a form of colored word block print used for decoration and the performance of the ritual during the Spring Festival. So as a folk art, the New Year pictures reaches their peak in the Ming and the Qing dynasties, but declined after the 1950s. However, the tradition of pasting the word fu is still preserved among the people. So what you can see on the right of the PowerPoint is the fu we usually use today. So every door during the Spring Festival have a fu character on it. But I show another copy on the left of this PowerPoint. This is my personally collection. So it is a 1960s copy from Qing Dynasty version. And this is a product of the Suzhou Taohuawu in the Jiangsu province. So you can see here, if you can figure out, there is a fu character, fu inside, same fu to the right. But it mixed inside a lot of figures. So we have mentioned in the last 3 sessions, especially I mentioned them in the Dragon Boat Festival. Do you still remember them? So the Cai Shen, the god of wealth, and the He He Er Xian here. So Cai Shen is here. So and Zhong Kui, so the protector from the evil spirits. So you can find out what's the fu, this character, the happiness mean. So they all the good wishes for the new year and for the living. So this is another kind of decoration, is New Year picture, but now not so often to see, but the character of fu is still there, is remain. Now, this is a picture I took in 2019 when I do field research in the Dali, Yunnan province. Now, you can see here, there's a Spring Festival couplets here. And here, so in this province, Yunnan province, they still keep the heritage of stamp or hanging the door god, we call door god. So the door god are divine guardians of gods and gates in Chinese folk religions, used to protect against the evil influence or to encourage the entrance of the positive ones. So here you can see 2 door gods, which nowadays in Columbia University Civic Star East Asian Library. So I got from their copyrights, you can see these 2 paper gods, the most classical, most typical god in Chinese history. So this is also the beginning of the divine pale, Shen Tu and Yu Lei. This is Shen Tu and Yu Lei, and the Han dynasty. So these 2 paper gods, the gods of door, has already existed in Chinese history for more than 2,000 years. So this is what above is what we talk about the decorations part. So that is, we say, So 23rd, 24th, and from 25th to 29. And then it's arrived another special fixed time point is the 大年初一, the first day of the lunar solar month, first lunar solar month, and the 30th day of the 12th lunar solar month, that's 除夕. So these two time points important is because a reunion dinner is held on the eve during which family members get together to celebrate. So New Year's Eve dinner we called 年夜饭, 年夜饭. And it is often considered the most important get-together meal for the entire year. So before the New Year Eve dinner, the elders will distribute lucky money. So lucky money we call 压岁钱, 压岁钱. After the dinner, everyone will stay up all night until midnight on the first day of the new year when firecrackers are set off to symbolize the official start of the new year. So 除夕 is the time we have 年夜饭. And after that, we need to 守岁. 守岁. So, and then, so it's the lunar, from the first day of the lunar solar spring festival to the Lantern festival, that is 15 days from the first day of the lunar solar spring festival and to the Lantern festival, so 15 days. These 15 days, people can pay spring festivals greetings and give out red envelopes. So these 15 days, people can send greetings for spring festival, which is called 拜年, and then 发红包, paying New Year's with the red package. So how many money you need to put in the red pocket? That's a secret. That's a national secret. So it depends on how close the relationships you are normally. And so this 拜年, the 发红包, you can do any day during the spring festival, 15 days. And then another important time point coming. That is the 大年初五, the 5th day of the first lunar solar month, which is the day to 迎财神, 迎财神. So the custom of welcoming the god of wealth, 财神, welcoming the god of wealth, varies in different parts of China. Usually, people beat guns and drum, set up firecrackers, and place offering in the early morning of the 5th day to prepare to welcome the god of wealth. People believe that whoever welcomes the god of wealth first will get more benefit. So those who welcome the god of the wealth rush to do so. So in fact, in the midnight, you can hear the firecrackers everywhere. And then we go to the last special fixed time point of Spring Festival. That is the 元宵节, the 15th day of the first lunar solar month, which is called Lantern Festival. Lantern Festival. So Lantern Festival is celebrated on the 15th day during the first full moon of the year. So it marks the final day of the Spring Festival celebrations. During the Lantern Festival, children go out at night carrying paper lanterns and solve riddles on the lanterns. So some places has very famous lantern festivals. I show two pictures I took. On the left side, that was Yu Garden in Shanghai. So you can see the Yu Garden, they prepare the huge lantern, like a landscape. So people go there in the night to celebrate Lantern festivals. But some place like the right, I took that picture at 2023 in Quanzhou, Fujian province. And Quanzhou is very famous to their carry-on lanterns. You can see this, you cannot imagine how fancy these lanterns be. They are handmade. And they're hanging on every doors of the family. So that's two kinds of lantern. So which you can carry on, which you made a huge one like a landscape. So that is a lantern festival. So the the festival at that day, the people go out and viewing lanterns. And there are also entertainment activities such as guessing the lantern riddles and eating snacks, special snacks. Now we have already talked about the time point of the Spring Festival. Although different place has their special things, activities to do, but these key points, time points, all over the China are almost the same. Now we talk about the Spring Festival food, some special food. Spring Festival is all about family reunion. So traditionally, it's one of the few times of the year you have to return home to see your family. And one dessert that celebrate this is sweet rice dumpling, which is called yuanxiao. So that is also Yuanxiaojie, that Yuanxiao. So they are made from the sticky rice flour, and the filling is commonly a mix of ground black sesame and sugar, or red bean paste, or mix of peanuts of sugar. So they are often served in a sweet soup with brown sugar and ginger, and eaten on Spring Festival's Eve or Lantern Festival. So the phrase to accompany eating this yuanxiao is 团团圆圆. So 团团圆圆. So 团圆 means reunion, and yuan means round, just like the yuanxiao. So another thing we usually have during Spring Festival is 年糕. So 年糕, year cake. So sounds exactly the same as saying year tall, 年糕, year tall. So the idea here is to wish you a new year that's better, taller than the previous one. So this could mean a raise, a promotion, doing well at what you do. So that's a wish you to get a new heights. So, and what else we do? So we do dumplings, of course. So the reason why we eat dumplings, one reason is the shape of the dumpling resembles the shape of the ingots. So a form of currency made of gold and silver that was once used in China. And the right side is the 春卷, so 饺子, 春卷. So 春卷, the 春卷, the reason to eat 春卷 because one reason is the deep frying terms of the spring roll into the golden color. So also like you to think about the bombs of gold. So that's also a wish for your wealthy. So, and then we see the Chinese Spring Festival's Eve's dinner, 年夜饭. So different places have some dish have to have. Some, like in the south, we have a fish, and some place they have to have a chicken. So there are why we have to have most of the place have to have a fish. So there are two reasons why the whole fish, especially whole fish, is considered lucky at the Spring Festival. The first is that having a head and the tail, having the head and the tail of the fish intact represents a good beginning and a good end for the year ahead. So the second reason is wordplay. So the word for the fish in Chinese is 鱼,一条鱼, which also sounds the same to the Chinese character for surplus. So saying every year has a fish, 年年有余, 年年有余, I'm reading here, 年年有余. So every year has a fish is the same pronunciation to every year have surplus. So, and the right part, I put a picture, is the snakes, the collection of snakes is handy to have for guests who drop by, and is obviously chokers with wishes and wordplay. So that's what in Spring Festival, every family, you put this collection of snakes on the table. So I don't think it's very difficult to understand why Chinese celebrate the Spring Festival in this way. I mean, different culture welcome the New Year in much the same way in my mind. So with special dishes and cookies, and all with the purpose of expressing good wishes for the New Year and welcome the guest. So we can see, like in New York City, as I know, the Italian Americans, they all prepare for the Christmas Eve dishes with this feast of the 7 fishes. So that's some link to the Bible. And the family, the mom or grandmom, bring the kids together. They cook baking the gingerbread. So you can have a gingerbread tree, gingerbread person, gingerbread house. So is something the same to the collection of these sweets in China for Spring Festival. So now here we have almost introduced towards the Spring Festival custom already. Now we should understand that the Spring Festival is the epitome of Chinese folk festival. So they have 3 key concepts inside: to get together with family, strengthen social connections, fresh start, and a time for hope and promise. That's the Chunjie's meaning. So now we take the opportunity to summarize the whole series after we talk about the Spring Festival, 春节. So in this series, we talk about 4 folk festivals. In the spring, we celebrate the Qingming Festival. We visit the graves and worship our ancestors. And in the summer, we celebrate the Dragon Boat Festival. We raise dragon boats and unite the community. In the autumn, we celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival. We eat mooncake, celebrate the harvest, and give thanks to the nature. In the winter, we celebrate the Spring Festival. We reunite with our family and look forward for the better future. So we can see here, 春夏秋冬. So please read after me. 春夏秋冬.
春夏秋冬.
Then the 4th festival is 清明节,
清明节、
端午节,
端
端
午
午节、
中秋节、
中秋
中
节、
秋
春
节、
节。
春节。
So
春节
we worship or we celebrate our ancestor, 我们的祖先 ancestor, 我们的社区 or community, 天地 the nature,
天地
and the family. So you 家庭 so
家
祖先、社区、天地、
天
家庭. So you
Yeah.
can see it's like a circle, bigger, 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 bigger. Family, ancestor, community, nature. Or you can also see it's from the nature to the community, to the ancestor, and your family. So the ritual activities and the seasonal food of these festivals bring joy to our bodies and mind. They express our love for human life and over reverence for the gods. So in a nutshell, they reflect the Chinese people's yearning for the idea of the harmony between man and nature. So this is the key value of this festival. So we say, I would like to summarize in 3 phrases. So the first is 身心愉悦. 身心愉悦, 身 body, 心 is heart, mind, 愉悦 pleasure. So 身心愉悦. And the second very important for Chinese is respect God and love people. So this God not only say the kitchen god or the dog god or the god of wealth or the god of Zhonghui, but also the nature, the heaven, the ground, so the trees, the river, so the sea. So that is respect God mean. And love people. Love people not only our family, the people who are around us right now, but all the people pass away, the ancestor, and the people in the community. So that's the meaning. So 敬神爱人, 敬 respect, 敬神爱人. And the total meaning of come together is we wishes the harmony between the man and the nature, or the harmony between man and the heaven, or we say the harmony of man and God. So this is what we say for this for festivals. Now here I show you a New Year picture. Is a woodblock, so which is now in the National Art Museum of China in Beijing. It's a very famous one. So you can figure out what's the meaning here. So let's see. So here, what's kind of flower here? Now, first we can see 3 cute boys. These are babies, 3 cute babies. So that's of course means long descendants. That's the meaning. And but you can see the flower, what kind of flower they are. So here is what kind of a flower? Peony. So peony here. So what's here? Lotus. Is that right? So what's here? So chrysanthemum. All right? And what's here? What's here? This is plum blossom or plum flower. So you can guess the meaning right now. So what it is so this is 牡丹, 春, lotus, 荷花, 夏, 菊花, 秋, 梅花, 冬. So spring, summer, autumn festival. And the ping in was, 花瓶. So you see the 3 babies holding a big was. So the was even has the signals on the was, the flowers. So the was 花瓶, the ping, 花瓶, this ping, and the 平安, the peace, the ping, are homophones. So the meaning of this New Year picture is a long descendants and peace whole year 4 seasons around. So that's the meaning. So I also share this New Year pictures to all of you. That's is what I wish for you. So 四季平安, 四季平安, the peace for in all seasons, and 事事如意. So everything goes well in the new spring. Now you can see here, I put a character 符 here. So you can see this, make it clear. So this, you can see it's a 符 here. Can you see it? So this is a 符. This is a wood block print. I printed, but my friend, artisan, which is called Miss Chao Mai, design it. So you can see there with 2 柿子, the persimmon. The 2
看不见，还
柿子。
看不见。
看不见吗？
哎，看不见。
这里有柿子。
哦，现在出来了。
现在出来吗？2个柿子。So 2 you see 2 柿子 and 1 如意 here. So that means 事事如意 and all the character is happiness, is a 福 Okay. I lost you.
没有，我把您的那个 PPT 给共享关掉了，这样他能看见您的屏幕，您再重新共享。
Oh, okay. So how I can do? I share it again?
对。
I share my PowerPoint again?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh,
There
if I do, you can see it. Is that right? Okay. So that's what is it is mean. So finally, I still want to take 1 second to give a conclusion for whole these seasons. So the traditional Chinese folk festivals is an annual event that teaches by its consistent presence on the calendar. It brings awareness to the Chinese people of the harmony of nature with society and humanity, vividly carving the value of Chinese culture. So understanding these festivals is a shortcut to understanding the Chinese people. The religion and the customs content in folk festivals can be summarized as the Chinese people's belief in life. It is a social, historical, substandard, underlying human thoughts and experienced by people as a relatively stable intellectual framework through which people can give meanings to life. So what is China? This is China. Its history, culture, customs, and the people living on this land. It is not as eye-catching as politics, governments, and ideology. But this is the true core of Chinese civilization. So that's all for this series. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
谢谢李老师 Thank you very much. So we do have some questions in the chat box.
I stop sharing, okay?
Yeah. 我们在 chat box 里面有几个问题，你可以看一看，我们一起。
You need I to read it or ask to answer it?
对，您可以要不直接就回答一下就可以了。哎呀，这个是
Okay.
answer，
So
可以倒着来也可以，你
here.
看你怎么方便。
I cannot see it from here.
要不永强，你看见可以念一下吗？
对，
你选择一下。
好啊，那个 Marilyn 最开始问了第一个问题，他就说，我看看啊，哎，去哪里？然后我们怎么样来看待那个非物质文化遗产？
intangible cultural heritage, is that right?
Yeah.
How to do that?
How do the Chinese refer to the intangible cultural? Yeah.
So when we say something already on the list of the intangible culture, that means it's very scheduled. It's a time hurry people need to think, oh, it's not that strong anymore, so we need paying more attention on it. So, and I think it's somehow makes sense, but not really. So there was a lot of politics inside. So, but it's not bad. So people like it's the time people go back to think what's the heritage, what's the culture, what's the traditional things really mean for them. So especially after the Chinese has developed their economy, now they have the confidence for their own culture, their culture, confidence of their culture come back somehow. So that's the truth. So it's good, but we need to think that's what not only a simple things in this list. There was a lot of power, fighting, inside.
Actually, I was just asking how you refer to that phrase in Chinese, not the background. 中文怎么说？那个
非物质文化遗产。
我来写。
物质文化遗产，非物质非 non 物质that is
我放到那个 chat box 里了。
materials 非物质文化遗产 cultural heritage， so 非物质文化遗产。
Okay.
Or we can just symbolize like 非遗，非 non 遗 heritage 非遗。So 非遗，
哪个遗？你说
遗产的遗 heritage 遗产的遗。
我放的那个 chat box，I just put it in the
非
chat
遗
box。
非遗，中国非遗，世界非遗，非遗。Now, Marilyn, I remember you mentioned we not only in China, we not only speak Mandarins, but also we have a lot of dialects. Is that right? So that's true. But in all this series, we have no chance to show all the dialects, so different from different place. So, but we can do it a little bit today to send greetings in different places, like the ways to say Happy New Year. So I can begin with me, and let's say, so we say Happy New Year, and everything goes well. We say 2025年的春节就要到了，祝大家春节快乐，万事如意。I can try another way. In Shanghainese, we say 2025年的春节就要到了。我来此地祝大家新春快乐，身体健康。Or I can say in Wuhanese, which I spent my childhood there, I can say 2025年的春节就要到了，我在这里祝大家新春快乐，万事如意，身体健康。So you can guess the meaning. So I know Miss Liao come from Sichuan province. You can speak Chongqingnese, is that right?
Right. Yes, let me do
Would
it.
you try?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. 2025年就要到了，祝大家春节快乐，万事如意。
Yeah. So and Miss Ling, I think from Shandong province, is that right? Could you try in your way?
Sure, I can do that. Okay. 2025年就要到了，祝大家春节快乐，万事如意，身体健康。
Yeah, you see, that is how vast China is. So also we have different ways to say it, but the key meaning is the same. We really wish you a very happy Christmas and a very, very happy New Year.
Thank you, Professor Li, and thanks everybody for joining. I just also want to comment for your entire season, entire series as you go through the 4 seasons. And the summary was really to the point. It's to give meanings to all the activities and the cultural elements that you share. And I learned also, as you pointed out, the meaning is based on primarily the connections that you make to ourselves as individual, to be healthy, to be happy, and to celebrate with families, friends, and communities. And also, I think, well, what I really feel to remind me in Chinese culture, even though we don't emphasize religion too much, but there is a connection that we always deeply rooted in the culture, how to connect this world and also to the gods, whether it's the kitchen god, it's the gods that protect the world and to protect the people. And well, we are through the festivals trying to make that connection as well. Thank you so much. And I am like reflecting and learning on that. And I'm sure, well, it's not just for Chinese culture. These are the elements that cross the board, universal in every culture. And it's just manifested in different ways. So we look forward. I'm sure, Professor Li, we will invite you back for future programs at China Institute. This is not your first and only. We learned from you the woodcut, the wood blocks, and the nianhua in the past. And well, we are looking forward to have you back in the future. And as a reminder, the end of the year is coming. The Spring Festival is coming. If you are in New York, please do see our calendar. We have big celebration of Chinese New Year in January and early February, the year of the snake. And we will continue to have the lunch and learn in February. As Lin Lao Shi mentioned, we will focus on food in the next season. If you have any recommendations or thoughts, do share with us. We will send out a survey after we conclude this season. And if you have any ideas for new topics, do share with us as well. Let's keep the lunch and learn continue and having fun. Thank you. 谢谢大家。
谢谢大
谢谢大
家。
家。
谢谢，再见。
呀，谢
Merry
谢大家
Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
再
，Happy
见，再
Holiday，
见，
Holiday，
See you
再
next time，
见，
呀
再
谢谢
再
见，
见，
明年见，明年见。
明年见，Yes，明
Yeah.
年见。
Have a
See you next
very
year. See
happy.
you next year.
Yeah.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays as well.
祝大家节日快乐。